everyone, welcome back to Talking Housewives with Dee. My name is Dee, and today we are talking about the top 5 best Real Housewives of Salt Lake City moments. And these moments are just from season 5 because season 6 is coming next week, and I am so excited. So I thought, let's just go ahead and take a jog down memory lane for last season, and I'm going to share with you my personal top 5 moments. Before we do that, we do have some honorable mentions. First being 1 foot in the grave and 1 on a banana peel. And I just have to say, my honorable mentions are all from the last night in Mexico of the season finale. Listen, I thought this was hilarious only because of the reaction that Angie had, because she's the one who gave it to Bronwyn, and like she was covering up her face, and just the way that Bronwyn was reading this. I have nothing against Todd and Bronwyn. I like them both. Like I said, I'm just like Bronwyn. I love an older man, okay? So I have nothing against that. I just thought that this was really funny, and I'm sure down the line maybe Bronwyn will think it's funny too. I don't know. Next, we have Whitney's double finger pointing. Again, this is the same dinner. And when Lisa's like, don't point your fucking finger at me, and then Whitney just goes ahead and points both of her fingers at her. I don't know why that makes me laugh so much, but I thought it was hilarious. And our last honorable mention is the slut shaming. When Meredith said that the reason why that she was crying and throwing up the night before when Brittany overheard her, she said, I was upset about the slut shaming and I cried. And I don't know why, I just completely lost it there. Oh my god, that season finale, it wasn't the strongest, I will admit, it wasn't the strongest, especially compared to the season before that, but it was definitely, that entire vacation was a key. I loved it. And I just have to say, I didn't add it here, but because it's not like the best, top moments. It was actually really sad, and that was Mary talking to Robert Jr. about his addiction problems. I didn't include it, like a best moment. It was a really real, raw, and sad moment, but it was definitely a moment that I think a lot of people could relate to, and it was really nice for her to share that story with everyone. So just wanted to put that out there. So now let's go ahead and get into it. And before I start that, I just want to let you guys know that I made an Instagram a couple of days ago. So if you guys want to go ahead and follow it, you're more than welcome to. You don't have to, but I'll go ahead and I'll link it down in the description. And also, I think I'm going to do a housewife news video probably at the end of the week. If anything like interesting happens, last week I did one on the Real Housewives of Orange County and how I think it's ridiculous that they're icing Katie out and they need a complete recast. So I'll probably make another video just talking about some housewife stuff. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But for sure, I'm going to have the season 6 episode 1 recap ready for you guys next week for Salt Lake City. Okay, so let's get into it. So at number 5, we have, because it was Bronwyn's goddamn credit card. Just perfection. Now, Bronwyn came on like so strong. She had a really, really great first season. I like Bronwyn. I like all her little fashions. I like her relationship with Todd. Like I really do like Bronwyn. I think she was the perfect addition to this cast, especially coming up the hills, the whole Monica thing. To me, she was perfect casting, and I really enjoyed watching her. But this line when she said, because it was her goddamn credit card to Heather, I was like, oh, she's in. Like, she's good. She's really good. And she made such a good point. I absolutely love this scene. The entire party, the dinner scene, like at the table, was great. You had Brittany saying that she has an announcement, and then Angie K talking about you're screwing like 3 other guys, and then we have Meredith's bangs, and then Whitney taking Meredith's phone from her, then Mary kicking out Meredith and Angie, and then Meredith, it was cinematic. It was great. Okay, let's move on to number 4, and we have my fave, Angie K. If you guys don't already know, I am a Stangie. I love Angie K, and it was Angie K looks like a mother. A high body count hair, this whole thing was just so crazy too, but the fact that Angie was like, I look like a mother, like, oh my god. I just thought that was just so funny. I I love Angie K. What can I say? I thought that entire scene was just crazy, which led to like the slut shaming thing later on. But yeah, so that's my number 4. My number 3 moment is Lisa Barlow wants to go the distance. Say what you want about Lisa Barlow. She's great at what she does, okay? And I don't think she even knows what she does. She's just so I you know, I like everyone on this cast, which is crazy, even Whitney. Like I really do enjoy everyone. I think they're all needed for this, and Lisa Barlow is just so Lisa Barlow. Like she's made, should I say iconic? She really is. She really is. And when she got on that phone with Sean and she's like, we're going to go to distance on this. We're going to go to distance. Like, you cannot write this, okay? She was dead serious about it, too. Oh, it was just great. And I didn't like the way that Justin and John Barlow, they're, like, fighting. I didn't like that. I don't like when husbands get involved. I really don't. Kind of just like on Orange County, like Katie's husband is kind of in the mix. I'm not really feeling that. But I don't like when the guys are fighting, because I actually like John and Justin. But yeah, so that's my number 3. Okay, now we have number 2, and that is the Sprinter van. You guys know it wouldn't be a Salt Lake City season if there wasn't a fight in the Sprinter van. The most iconic fight was when, not fight, but iconic scene was when the feds came for Jen Shaw and she had to leave. Incredible. I mean, I've watched that so many times, and I've listened to so many podcasts, like recap that episode, because it's just so funny. But yeah, the Sprinter van, when Brittany was recording everyone, and her excuse for not record. First of all, Brittany, if you're gonna record them, you should just put your phone face down. You know, like, why would she have her phone out like that? She should just hit record, turn her phone over, and then, like, you know, whatever. But the way that they were all coming at her, Meredith was like, you need to leave. Like, oh my God. Brilliant. No notes. It was absolutely perfect. So that was my number 2 also on the Mexico trip. And my number 1 would have to go to Lisa Barlow has to play economy for 67 minutes. This is why I watch Housewives, okay? I watch it for the glitz, the glamour, and for someone to freak out about having to sit in economy, even though it's a small plane in first class, basically looks just like economy. I've been on those small planes before, like going to, like, from one small town to another. And there's really no difference. You just kind of just board first. I mean, you don't even get, like, food. You know, it's a short flight. But the way that she was freaking out about this, it just made me realize why I love this show so much. What was her 17C? Oh my God, like, you guys, it was so funny. Like, she was really freaking out. She was, like, gonna, like, delay the trip just because she didn't want to sit on the plane in economy for a little over an hour. Like, that was so funny. She just, like she was, like, legit panicking about it, and that's why I thought it was so hilarious, and that's why it's my number 1. So this was a really quick video. I just wanted to just share my top 5 moments of last season. Everything that I thought was really fun and iconic. But I will be back next week, like I said, recapping season 6, episode 1. And remember, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City premieres on September 16th. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye.